How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now, and I really appreciate you taking your time tuning into my video. Visa and MasterCard have paused their decision to track gun shop purchases. Before I continue with that video, I just want to thank everybody that watched my video yesterday called the ATF Pistol Brace Rule Mass Non-Compliance. The video really took off yesterday evening, and as of making this video Thursday evening, the video so far has 40,000 views and 200 new subscribers. And to the new subscribers, I really appreciate you subbing the channel. Welcome aboard. I posted a video about 2 weeks ago about Discover becoming one of the first credit card companies to agree to track purchases at gun shops. And those gun shops and gun retailers will be given a special code that an agency called the ISO has come up with. And the ISO stands for the International Organization of Standardization. And the ISO was pressured to come up with this code for gun retailers, of course by the far left and some of the banks. And they say the reason they want to do this is they think it can stop mass pew-pewers by tracking what they purchase. But they haven't set any standard with it as far as how many firearms fall under this or how many rounds of ammunition. And they're going to allow credit card companies to do this? It's absolutely insane. But Visa and MasterCard didn't follow Discover and paused their decision to start categorizing purchases at gun shops. And this is a significant win for Second Amendment advocates who felt that tracking gun shop purchases would inadvertently discriminate against legal firearm purchases. The decision is at the same time is also a defeat for gun control groups. Hell yeah, we love a defeat, don't we? Especially when it's against the gun-hating pieces of crap. There had been hope that categorizing credit card and debit card purchases would allow authorities to potentially see red flags, like significant ammunition purchases, before a mass pew-pewing would happen. And we all know all this does is open it up for the authorities to abuse this power. After Visa and MasterCard announced their plans to implement a separate merchant category code for gun shop purchases, the payment networks got significant pushback from the gun lobby as well as conservative politicians. A group of 24 GOP state attorney general wrote a letter to the payment networks threatening legal action against Visa and MasterCard. There are also bills pending in several state legislatures if they move forward with their plan that would ban the tracking of purchases at gun shops, which would have made it even more difficult for Visa and MasterCard to implement the categorization. In a statement, Visa indicated that the legal pushback was partially the reason they have paused the implementation. There is now significant confusion and legal uncertainty in the payments ecosystem, and the state's actions disrupt the intent of global standards, the company said. Visa and MasterCard have said the reason for the gun shop category was a decision outside of their control. The International Organization for Standardization is the group that categorizes merchant codes, and Visa and MasterCard were just following their decision. But here's the thing, they don't have to do it, but they were going to do it, and they were threatened with legal action, and then they paused it. Gun control advocates lobbied for the change to ISO, not to Visa and MasterCard. They say that Visa and MasterCard's plan would not have tracked individual gun purchases. Really, that's just like the ATF saying they don't have a searchable gun registry. It would have instead broken out purchases at gun stores as a separate category, but not all large purchases at a gun shop would have been considered a red flag. For example, a purchase of a gun safe, which cost several $1,000s, would have been seen as a large purchase at a gun shop, even though the safe is considered a responsible tool of gun ownership and unrelated to potential mass pew-pewings. Visa and MasterCard came to the correct conclusion. However, they just shouldn't pause their implementation of this plan. They should end it definitely, said Montana Attorney General Austin Knudsen, who led the 24-state GOP group to pressure Visa and MasterCard to drop the standard. And if you haven't watched that video about the Discover card, I will link it at the end of this video. As always, I would really like to hear your thoughts about the story in the comments section down below. And I do appreciate everybody's support, and I appreciate all the new subscribers. And if you enjoyed the video, or if I gave you some information you didn't know, please help the channel out by liking, sharing, and subscribing and hitting those post notifications. I would greatly appreciate it, and I really hope to see everybody back in the next video.